Whew, that is a lot of blood. A lot of blood. And welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben, and this is my movie review for V.F.W, which is now on Netflix in the UK. I'm not sure it's on Netflix anywhere else, but it has been around for a bit, V.F.W, I think about a year, but it's on Netflix in the UK, so let's chat about it. A group of war veterans must defend their local V.F.W post and an innocent teen against a deranged drug dealer and his relentless army of punk mutants. This film has the best theme for setting you in one of those Casbah's 80s foobar films, and it is glorious. If you love those 80s kind of films that you're channel surfing late at night, like 2 in the morning, and you come across a random channel that has these really old films, this is one of those that you would find on there. Even though it's made now, it's filmed on the red cameras, it has an amazing amount of grain. It looks like a VHS tape that you've watched repeatedly, like my Back to the Future videotape that I watch repeatedly until it's stretched, and you get a bit of fuzz and so much grain. It feels like it's filmed on film. And with the original score that is like the 80s retro vibe, it really just places you in the mood for what this film is going to be. If you are easily offended or don't like a lot of gore, this film is not for you. This is classic heads exploding, heads being decapitated, a mountain of blood. I would love to see the amount of blood they actually used for their special effects in this, because there was a lot, like literally fountains of blood, and it's glorious because it puts you in that zone. It puts you in the mood. I really like the characters as well. Some of the actors in here are just classic actors that you kind of want to have in this kind of film. We have Stephen Lang, William Sadler, Fred Williams, Martin Cove. So Stephen Lang plays Fred. He owns this veteran bar, and actually on location it's filmed at a bar where you see some of the guys in the backgrounds, and I think with the beginning scene where they actually go there, there are veterans, and so you have an air of authenticity there. I like that aspect of it. It's also very Home Alone meets zombies, which I think is quite fun. So they have to protect their bar because this girl is stolen some drugs, and now they're trying to protect her, and the bad guys, the druggies, want their drugs back. And so this drug, it's like a post-apocalyptic future. This drug makes people like way hyper. They look like they run in hordes. They basically are zombies. Even the sounds they make, the way they run, they're super hyper and fast and just absolutely crazy and mental. And so you have this Home Alone-esque moment where they're protecting their bar and they're making kind of traps and weapons, and so that amalgamation is weird because it's an 80s retro film. It's a Casbah foobar film. I remember when I was really young, probably 5 or 6, I was in a bar in Hillbrow in Johannesburg, and there's these TVs around, a very old bar where people are serving you coffee. It's classic that you see in the films. I was there in this little bench, and they're showing films that they shouldn't show young people because there was kind of no law or regulation around that, and they had like these films that this film reminded me of those films I used to see up there. Little snippets of things that kind of gave me nightmares as a young child. That is this film in a nutshell, and it's glorious now to watch. It really places you back in the nostalgia of the 80s. Like, they don't make films like that. They really don't, except they have. They've really managed to capture that feeling. It's not the best story in the world, but that's not what you expect from this. It does what it says on the tin. Going into this film, you can expect that kind of cheesy lines, cheesy retro 80s music, acting. All of that is like a nod, a big nod towards those films that you got then, and they've captured all of that. So if you're in the mood for that, I think you're really going to enjoy it. I've seen really mixed reviews. Some people just really loving what they've done with it. Some people said that it started out interesting, but it's just not, there's no fruition in it. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed what they did with it. I can't see them really having done anything else with these characters. It's exactly what I wanted to do. It did that. All the actors I thought were great. They're like, it's not Oscar-worthy moments, but the dialogue and the acting is exactly how I remember those films, if that makes sense. So they've done one of those now. So yeah, check it out. It's an 18. It deserves its age rating because of the violence and the gore. But if you want something just to sit back and not have to think really about what's happening, and root for the good guys, and there's clear good guys and bad guys, then you're gonna love this. Thanks so much for watching this review. Do chat to me in the comments below. But most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.